Hello, dear friends. I hope you have enjoyed the last session about list. So today we are going to talk about Python tuples and the set as data type. So let's jump in. Let's start with tuple. So when you say a Python tuple is a special data type that can hold a sequence of items of the same data type or of different data type, like list, but only the difference between the list and the tuple. The list is defined by using square brackets, whereas the tuple has to be defined by using parentheses. The other difference between a tuple and a list, a tuple can be considered as only a read-only memory. So you can read the content, but you cannot add anything. You can't even removing anything from tuple. But for a list, you can add the content, you can remove content, and so on. So there's a difference between tuple and a list. Let's just define a tuple. You can pick any name or any variable name you want. Let me say t equal to, I have to the parentheses. Let me say I have this as my tuple. Then, because I'm using the integers, I don't need to add the quotation, except if I'm putting the string. So let us try to check the type of discrete variable. So these are the check the type. So do you see the class of this variable is a tuple? Can check the content of tuple. So you can even access the elements of tuple by using index as a list. I can say if I want to get the first element, I use 0 because I know the indexes are starting from 0 up to n-1, where n is the number of items I have in the given tuple. So I can have 14. If you want to get orange is at position 3, where the index is the index number 2. So I can get the orange. If I want to get the last item of tuple, or I want to get the result from back, I can use -1, which means I'm going to have janvier. If I want to print, let me say I want to display 78. What I do, I can put here -2 because now I'm counting from the light. Oh, sorry. Name print. Oh, it's a syntax error. I can get 78. It's again print my tuple that I can do further processing. Let me try to delete tuple content. I say maybe t dot pop. Do you see I can't remove anything because it's only read memory. you can't even say t.remove. It can't accept it. This is a operation which has to be performed on a list, but not on a tuple. It is only. So let me try to add the content. Trying adding content to tuple. Me say t.append some this, so you can't add anything. So a tuple, once you define, there's nothing else you can do. You can't change it, you can't modify it. Only you can use the content of the tuple, but you can't add or remove anything. But you are allowed. You are allowed to use the content of the tuple somewhere else. Let me say I want to unpack this tuple. I can say how variable A, variable B, variable C, and the variable D. So let me say I want to unpack the content of tuple into variable A, B, C. This means A, it's gonna hold 14, B, it's gonna accept 45, C gonna accept orange, and then D gonna accept the list content into list. Oh, sorry, I have to put here the asterisk means this variable D, it's gonna accept more items into list. Then let me try to print the content of A. Print A. This I can have 14. If I print the content of B, I can have 45. If I print the content of C, I can have orange. If I print the content of D, I can have a list of 78 and Janvier. So you can you can delete the whole tuple. It's a possible. Let me say delete T. It's accepted. Let me try to print the content of T. So I can't get it because I have deleted everything. So the next, let's talk about now set. So set is a special data types as the list as the tuple. It can accept a sequence of items of the same data types or different data types, but those items have to be unique. The set, unlike from list, it can't accept the duplicates. Only it contains the unique values. Let us try to define a Python set. I put here like my set. I call it. So every time we have to use the square braces when we are going to define a set. Put orange here. This here, orange. So as you can see, this is a variable defining the code set, or I can change even the name. can say my set with this variable name. It contains how many elements? It contains 6 elements, but we have duplication of orange under 45. So let us try now to check the type. The type of this variable by using type keyword. You see, we can have a class of set. Let me try to print the content of the set. So at the beginning, we had 6 elements, but when you print, we got only 5 elements, because the duplication for orange and the 45 have been removed. So the set cannot accept any duplication. So you can update or add content to set. Let me say I want to add the word car to my set. Let me print the set. You see the car has been added. I can add even a float to my set. Then I print the results. You see 78.5 has been added successfully. So you can now add more items. If you want to add more content to set, you have to update it by using the function update, and then you add or you put those content into list. Let me say I want to update my set with 4 content. We try to print the output. You can see the content 1, 2, 4, and Apple have been added. You can delete items from set. Let me say set.pop. You see, first item has been removed. I can print the content of the set. You see, one has been removed. If I say pop again, the first element, which is 98, it's gonna be removed. Can print the content. Check. It is no longer there, 98. So if you want to remove the specific content, let me say now, we can say remove, then you precise what you want to remove. Automatically, the apple has to be removed. Let me print the content. Do you see the apple has been removed? You can say I want to remove the orange. To remove orange, automatically it has been removed. Let me check if it is so. Automatically orange has been removed. So the last you can delete. Delete the wool set by using keyword delete. Then precise the name of the set you want to delete. Let me check if the set exists. You see, the set that has been created is no longer available. So guys, thank you for your attention. This is the end of today's session. Please feel free to click on subscribe, like, and share with your friends if you think it is valuable for you. Thank you. See you next time.